My name's Dave Sylvester, and I'm a general contractor working in Berkeley and Oakland and in the greater Bay Area. I established my own business in 1986. Basically, I got tired of working for other guys. I felt like I knew I could do that on my own. I could bid this job smarter. I could run it better.
But you do have two different sizes, right? Uphill and downhill?
Yeah.
And so I got my contractor's license and started doing little jobs, decks, fences. First little addition, that was kind of exciting. And then it kind of grew from there.
We have concrete pour here. It's exciting part of the addition. And the homeowners love it too. In fact, they're here, they stayed home with their kids today so they can watch this. The kids watch the concrete come out of the pump and they're pretty thrilled about that. You get the concrete in and we can start supporting the structure because right now it's kind of hanging up in the air here. We got just temporary supports.
General contractor is a builder. He manages by hiring folks and getting the work done however he can to get the job done.
So they're a little bit.
I have a crew of 3 to 5 people, and we do, for the most part, the foundation, the framing, the finish work.
See, and here's the wall. So this.
And these guys that I hire and women, I have been working with for 10 to 15 years. So to me, that's important to have a really cohesive team that you work with and you can trust.
Because we add new rafters on the old ones.
A typical project would be, say, a room addition for a family, like a young family that needs to expand a little bit and they don't necessarily want to buy a new home. So they'll hire an architect and then hire a general contractor, which would be me, to do the addition. I love it because we work, with certain folks for a little bit of time and just become very involved with their lives, and they're so appreciative of the work you do, and you're improving their lives and expanding their space. What got me into it really is working with my dad. He would do the drawing and I would do the work with him and my brother. And I just loved it. I just really enjoyed the work. My brother hated it. He became a doctor and he's making tons more money than me. But I remember back in the day, he just hated that kind of work, but I just loved it. I got involved with Habitat for Humanity in 1993.
Then we'll have our 20'6".
I got out there and they put me in charge of this house, and I had 25 volunteers who didn't know what they were doing, asking me questions, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And the homeowner was working right next to me, and I thought, this is really cool.
Good.
And so I stayed involved through the years. I became a board member in the middle of the 90s, and then became a staff member for 5 years as the construction manager, and then went back to general contracting and stayed on as a volunteer.
Hang on, Nick. I see the problem.
And so I'm still involved.
Okay, so we got to pull this in.
Very dedicated.
Okay, will this move? Last time you were here, we were doing the foundation, and since that time, we've been framing. We stripped the form boards, and now we're starting to frame get the walls framed, the ceilings, and the floors, and now we're working on the roof, which is the final portion. It's a very cut-up job for an addition. We've got probably 11 different stud lengths. Typically, you have 1 or 2.
Usually what I do is I'll work in the field in the morning, meet everybody, and if there's a complicated roof or stairs or something, I'll frame and work with those guys because I like to do that. It's pleasure. I love doing that kind of work. But then I have to go back to the office in the afternoon, phone calls, paperwork, stuff like that. Just getting up and having a purpose every day, to me, that would be work. That's life. Life and work, to me, are intermingled. You can't have one without the other. I love building, and even at 52 years old now, I'm not getting tired of it. Of course, my body's starting to run down, and that bothers me. My knees are creaking, and I need glasses in my nail bags, for the lock sets I install, and that bothers me. But I still enjoy it.